Thank you for tuning in to the Madison County Public Library's STEM Lab activities. This week we have our nighttime light-up boxes. So let's get into it. Hopefully that didn't blind you. Sorry if I did. So your kit should include a bunch of different things. You might want to check the bottom of your bag because some of it does get stuck. But it should include 6 pieces of double-sided foam tape, which are right here, 1 LED or diode, 1 piece of chipboard triangle with a circle cut in it. If you do have a little bit of a circle notch right there, just try to poke it out with a pencil, and it should come out. And a coin cell battery. And lastly, you should have 3 pieces of mirror. So be careful because this can be very sharp. Most of them seem like they are sanded down when I was packaging them, but just be careful just in case. So we're gonna unpackage that. So also, some of them, if you notice, might be a little dirty. It's kind of hard to tell in this, but you might have a little bit of a haze or a fuzziness on it. So what you can do is you can get some like glass cleaner or something and just wipe it off, and it should go away. So first of all, we're gonna unpackage the coin cell battery. Well, luckily I'm gonna leave this here because I've got one already unpackaged. So next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to take our little triangle piece and we're going to do a test run and make sure that we have enough placement for these mirrors. So what we're going to do, we're going to level it out and kind of figure out how we want to put our mirrors on. So kind of like that. Make sure there's enough room, which it seems like on mine there is. So I don't know if you can see that with the mirror. We will continue forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to unstick one side. You're not going to worry about the other for this double-sided foam tape. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one on this. We're going to try to get the middle as possible to make sure that we get an even distribution of stickiness. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, sorry if this keeps getting in your eye, and then just fold it in. This is where you might want to space this out a little bit before doing that. Oh, my stickiness is not sticky. Of course it's not. So, well, luckily for us, it's double-sided foam tape, so we should be able to use the other side for some stickiness. Just like that. Mine may come apart because of that. And next we're going to do the same thing. Onto another piece. Ooh, that's not even close to the middle. Like I said a minute ago, you might want to leave some gap, and that's just to make sure that you have enough room to turn it into a triangle. Ooh. Did I lose stickiness on this one too? And it's not that sticky, so we're going to rip that one off. Try to fiddle around till we can get that backing off, and try to go on the other side. So, just remember to leave a bit of a gap. So you can do this. lastly, hopefully this will work and I don't have to use the opposite side. Put that on the edge. Ooh. So it's stuck to the table. Cool. Now we have our prism part done, which is also very, very nice. So next, we're going to take the cardboard triangle piece and put it right there on top. So, just like earlier, unstick one side of the double-sided foam tape, and then just kind of place it in the middle, and then just wrap it around, just like that. You're going to have a little bit of force that wants to make that pop up. Ultimately, you're really going to want to just make sure that it gets stuck on there tight. The cool thing, before we plug in the little LED or diode, is this a little 3-volt diode. But before we do that, now we have this completed. We can put this off to the side, and I do want to talk about this diode, this special one, if it wants to hold still for a second. So this little diode has, I don't know if you can see it, but 3 little LEDs. Let me see if I can get that in there. I don't know if it's not one to focus. They're very small. However, the cool thing about it is when you put it on. Put it on backwards. If you put them on backwards, you don't get a color. But this one changes color and rotates through different colors. So here in a second, it will turn blue, and then switch to green, and then I think back to red right afterwards. But what I was getting at with this diode is if you put it on wrong, you'll know, because it won't allow electricity to go through. That's because diodes are designed for one-way electricity usage. Also used in a lot of other tools and things like that, so you know you have your battery powered in the right way. So there is that. And then what you're going to want to do, you're going to not want to put it in like that. You're going to want to make sure you just have the diode in your hand, and then put it right in the hole. The cool thing is that little hole that was been cut out is a perfect fit for a friction fit. And then you're going to want to put in your little LED, or put in your little battery, so you can power your LED, is what I meant to say. And now you have your little nighttime nightlight box. And here in a second we'll go to what it looks like in the dark room. So give us a minute. Now, excuse my recording for getting a little dark, but I think you'll be happy to find the results will look really cool both against the table and against the wall. So you can kind of twist it and shape it and see how the different colors glow. So you can see the red and the green. A second ago you could see the blue. You can kind of see how it twists. You can twist it, and then the different colors show up differently, like different spectacles of triangles. That kind of looks like a cube. So I guess tell me what kind of shapes you see down in the comments below. Have a good night. See you guys later.